Hey everybody, I'm doing a recording. It's day 2 of e-learning, and my fiber arts kids today should have been learning about amigurumi. And with amigurumi, it is a form of crocheting that you can make stuffed animals. So all they had to do was go to the website that was on Canvas and modules and assignments and click on that and pick one of the designs and write things about it. There was like 5 questions for you to answer, so pretty simple. You can copy and paste the questions into the text box and just write your answers next to that. It's pretty simple to do. I'll show you on here. This is why I was showing kids to ball the yarn. It gets real crazy when you're working and very frustrating, so if you're still crocheting at home, using a ball of yarn is so much easier. So this is my goal. It's going to be Totoro from Miyazaki's film, My Neighbor Totoro. I've been working on it for like 5 years. Ugh, forgot about it. Yay, isolation. Today, again, I'm featuring my favorite cactus. It's just so pretty. I just call it Big Boy. So we've got all of this stuff here. I'm going to do our sketches. I'm going to use some pretty markers for our sketches of the day. You were given, Maroon Day kids especially, a doodle challenge. And I'm going to pick 5 and I'm going to just draw with that. I have popcorn for me and LaCroix, always. And then art history, we're looking at Monet, going into the Met Gallery in New York. And I picked a painting that I'm going to try to recreate today. I picked this painting of Monet, Morning on the Seine near Giverny, my bad, because I've never seen this one before. So I've never seen that painting by him before. I've just seen the lily pads and the churches and the haystacks. So this will be fun for me to play with. So I'm going to whip the camera around at my computer screen so you can see how to upload things. It was awkward. Okay, this was good. It's probably super hard to see. So you're going to go into assignments or modules. It says day 1 e-learning, sketch assignment. Oh, those little lines are super annoying, sorry. And then you will be required to pick 5 of these and upload it to Canvas this way. There's a submit button at the top. I'll go into student view so you can see that. That's easier. Okay, student view. So it's in modules as well. Maybe turn the brightness down. That makes it worse. Sketch assignment. We're going to do the same thing next week. And you click up here. It's a big button that says submit assignment. You can go down here and click file upload. You can zoom in on that. Choose a file or add another file. You can do it right from your phone and you can upload a picture. Whatever, I'll upload that. And it will show up, and then you can also do a text entry. I was asking for just like a sentence. And I think you have to click save, submit, perfect. And then that will go in as a test, and I will see that. So we'll show 2 things that way. I know a lot of people were struggling with that before. So now I'm going to paint. I wish I could play music, but YouTube always kicks it off. So this is going to be fun. I'm going to pick one of these challenges. State you live in, breakfast, current favorite TV show, Disney, workout, a duck. Okay. A lot of people pick the camera. I saw several people doing Snapchat. I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to rotate this and go down with the drawing here. Ooh, twister. There we go. I'm just going to throw this in my sketchbook. This is where I'm going to paint today. There we go. So you can sketch in anything. It doesn't have to be a fancy sketchbook. It can be pieces of lined paper, cardboard paper. It could be anything. Just don't draw on your walls. Your parents, they're not ready for that, are they? So I like to sketch with a pencil. Hopefully I didn't put my pencil too far away from me. The first one I'm going to do is cake. I love cake. Breakfast. Okay, I'm just going to do breakfast because that's super easy for me. If you want to be extra, write what the topic is. So I'm going to draw just an egg over easy. So I'm drawing a circle to represent the egg yolk. I'm going to give it some cute eyes, really far apart. Kawaii. And then I'm going to make it wiggly and round. I'm going to add little bubbles in at the side to make it look like an egg over easy. They can be really simple like that. I don't want to stress y'all out. I'm using these pretty markers just because I can. Oh, it's so very bright. I'll leave a little white strip to make it pretty. And then I'm going to go over with some orange. Have fun. Keep these sketches really simple. It's not supposed to stress you out. You don't have to just stick with these 5. You could do so much more. I'm not going to stop you. But I'm only going to be grading 5 for now. Looking at that. Man, this doesn't have that many wide color options. Can't really blend that. It's my first time using these markers. I thought it'd be easier. Oh well. There's no gray, so I'm going to use black. Give them some cute eyes. And make it wiggly. You don't have to follow the same lines that you already did. I'll probably erase those. Oh, there we go. Bubbles. I'm going to make some of it look thicker down here to make it really pop out. Like that. Okay, so I got one of them done. Now I'm going to do music, candles. Someone drew Lumiere earlier. That was really cool. Summer plans. A palm tree. I can draw a palm tree. I can draw a palm tree real easy. That was like number 15. It is easier if you look up a picture. I can look up a picture on my phone. You don't have to draw 5 really detailed sketches. You can just draw 5 smaller sketches if this is stressing you out. I'm just giving myself the little suggestion lines of where to do this. I've drawn a lot of palm trees. So I really just stick with some lines at first. There's really no brown in here. Maybe this dark umber will work. We're just going to wing it. I draw little brackets to represent texture. I'm going to make this side look thinner to give it some variety of texture. Now this is watercolor paper, so if I want to have fun with this, I totally can paint on it. You don't have to just stick to pencils. Or markers, you can do crayons, it can be charcoal, whatever you have at home. This is a chiseled tip. I'm going to make it go thick that way. There we go. We're just having fun. Well, I'm having fun. I don't know what you're doing. Hopefully you're doing all of your assignments and relaxing and staying out of trouble. So when you do a palm tree, you don't really see all the lines. You only see a few that are coming downwards at that foreshortened angle. I'm just making it very simplified. Here you would see just a few on that side. Focus. There you go. And then I'm going to add it. Some in the background. I know they have some more fuzzies down there. I haven't been to Florida in a while. I haven't seen a palm tree in a real long time. I do want to add more depth to this. These are just fun. I always love the sound of the marker and the smell. It's nice. Very vibrant. We gotta draw coconuts. I guess. Not all palm trees have coconuts, correct? Yeah. I'm not into some coconuts right now. I love coconut milk though. And coconut water, coconut chips, coconut everything. But I'm trying to keep this simple. So I've got a couple of cuties here. What else can I draw? I'm gonna draw social media, coffee. I love drawing coffee mugs. Gotta get my ellipse. I made this really big. No regrets. I just really love the smiley faces. And then I draw another curve. I'm gonna give them some cute little steams, some swirls. Do something like that. A big handle. This makes me miss my roommate in college, Lily. She drank so much Earl Grey out of big cups like this. I know it's not coffee, but she really taught me how to have a lot of tea all at once. I use that for caffeine. That's what I've been doing a lot. Today, I've just been drinking tea. I really only drink coffee when I'm at school. Why I'm so hyper all the time. I'm going to leave a little reflection in here. So I'm going to draw a little bit lighter or thinner. Having 3 little highlights, rule of odds, right? Now this marker does bleed a little bit, so it kind of looks like little marshmallows. Oh, that'd be cute. You can totally change coffee to hot chocolate in your sketch if you're not a coffee drinker. Oh, you could have drawn Central Perk from Friends. But I like to drink my coffee black. I don't add cream or sugar anymore. I quit that. Color should maybe be my mug. Well, purple is my favorite color. Purple and pink. And that's just so smooth. That's just fun. Oh, that's cool. Making nice even lines when you're coloring, because you can still see all those evident lines. I'll do some hatching lines in here. Make it look like the inside of a cup. Be a little extra. I'm going to add some purple in it for some value and shadows. Make it pop. Adding the purple over the brown made it look darker. Nice. Surprise. Happy accident. And eyeballs. Oh my god, I just remembered I have a white gel pen somewhere. Should be really close. I feel it. This side of the chisel tip's a lot firmer of the pen. It's nice. Okay. reflecting. Could use black. I'm gonna use black for the steam. It will look like, I don't know. I'll make all the swirls go the same way. 3, following the rule of odds. Black shadow. Oh, that's cute. Gotta give it cute little reflections in the eye. Oh, like glob. I'm gonna clean up the inside, make it look swirly. Okay, I'm gonna make this rim pop out. More of a 3D effect. Oh, this guy needs some kawaii eyes too. Okay. Maybe a little highlight on here. Make it look shiny. I'm not gonna put bubbles on that, that's just extra. Disney. A lot of people pick Disney. Ooh, money. That'd be a fun one. Summer plans, sweater weather, mail. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna draw an envelope. That'd be cute. I'm gonna look up a picture though. Easy to just look up a cute little picture. Put like a heart on it, make it look like a Valentine or something. Gotta draw my parallel lines. And then I'm drawing at a funky angle. I'll round this out and make it look cuter when I do my lines. Make it taller. That when our angles all the way down. From the corners, it makes me want to do origami. I'm gonna do blue. I don't need any more. Gotta think of my next one to do. I'm gonna use the chisel tip side. I feel like I have more control on this side of the marker. It's pointier, it's nice and firm with this tip here of the marker. Oh, made a wiggle line. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to not go crazy, right? I have glitter on here because I got this awesome glitter medium. Oh, that's cool. I'll show you what it looks like. That's exciting. I mean, just check out how shiny that is. You can put it over your watercolors. So this is going to be a nice experiment for me. Between crocheting, Totoro, and glitter paint and popcorn, I think I'm good for a while. You can see. I'm going to make these lines thicker because I messed up over there. Just trying to keep it cute and simple. So yeah, you can just draw them all on one page just like this. Or you can do multiple pages, and when you submit them on Canvas, you can upload more than one video at once. I'm going to outline this with my rainbow pen because I just remembered I have it, and it's special to me. You can rotate it, and as you rotate it, it gives a nice little color, just to make it look like it's buzzing. Because who doesn't like a little bit of rainbows? I forgot how obsessed I am with this. The next drawings will have to all be rainbow pencils. Okay, one more to pick. I also gave some people a Disney one with all the different princesses. But I might do... St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to just draw a clover. I'm not going to stress out here. 4-leaf clover though, right? Okay. This is about how big I want it to be. So sometimes I just make a little outline, like a circle, and I pick my center to help me focus on it. It's a 4-leaf clover, because those ones are special, not 3-leaf clovers. Those ones are boring. So make the V's. And then they're just like little hearts. One of my friends' mom is like magic at finding 4-leaf clovers. She has them all over her house. I'm so jealous. I've never found one. I thought I found one, but it was just a broken 4-leaf clover or 3-leaf clover with another 3-leaf clover smushed to it. Look at the Irish. Try to make them all somewhat symmetrical. Not all the same because it's organic. Oh, and then a cute little stem. Oh my god. Gonna fill it in with this green. Ooh, look at that value. I like that. It's like darker on the sides. Just curving it in funny. I've never really played with these markers before. I bought them to see if they'd be a good alternative to Copic markers. They're not. Nothing's really a good alternative to Copic or Copic markers. That's just where it's at. They just know how to make them. Those are expensive. These were cheap. I'm gonna leave some highlights because that's just cute to make it look somewhat 3D. I hope. Dark outline. Fine point, chisel tip. Ooh, now that's really popping. Oh yeah, this really bled out. I can barely see the bottom of that clover anymore. God, I gotta give it cute little eyeballs too. Can't help it. Why not? No planting. This gel pen is pretty amazing. It's a Pilot. Oh, I don't see Uniball pen. This brand. I got it at Blick Art Supplies. God, those cute little dots. Where's my eraser? Okay. Love my kneaded erasers. Sometimes you gotta warm them up. Just by pulling them apart. It's very satisfying to do. I wonder if it erases under the marker. Nope. Cute. Oh, I guess I'll title it. I'm going to call it Doodle Challenge Day 1. I'm working on this eye. This one was my first one I practiced. And then I messed up on the iris. It's been a while since I've done the eyeballs because we've been so busy dealing with all this other stuff that's going on. You know? Ooh, almost went back in rainbow order. Almost doesn't count. Must fix. Rainbow. There we go. Got some popcorn. Okay. So all you'd have to do is take a picture of that sketch thing with your phone and upload it if you got Canvas access through your phone. Otherwise, you can take a picture of it by holding your paper in front of your camera and then clicking on the take picture button somewhere. I don't have a Chromebook. I don't know where it's at. I'm trying really hard not to chew into the microphone. But gosh, that's all I want to do. Okay. This is from my art history class. I guess I chose it because purple is my favorite color. But if I zoom in, there's lots of greens and blues. A little bit of yellow in the background. Super, super lime green. That'll be fun. This is Impressionism, so you don't really have to try hard. It's just an impression of the landscape. I love landscaping. There's his pretty signature. He had like cataracts or something going on with his eyes. And I think maybe that's why he saw colors so vividly. Oh, here's the Amigurumi Today site. And my fiber arts kids are supposed to look at. I mean, okay, I'm not at that level. I don't know if I ever will be. I got other things to do than learn how to crochet that well. But those are super cute. And when you open one, it tells you what type of crochet hook you need to buy or would use. So that was one of the questions. I was asking, like, what color yarn would you use? Why did you like it? Easy things, just to engage you in this a little bit. It has, like, instructional videos, too. It has patterns. I didn't ask anything about the patterns because that's, like, way too hard to do. So, yeah, crocheting is super fun to do. Really addicting. I mean, really addicting. Okay. I'm gonna zoom out. Got a lovely shadow on here, so I'm gonna put a light on it. There we go. Sorry for this bumpy ride. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do this painting. I wish I could play music over here, but again, copyright issues. Oh my god. These are my watercolor palettes. I spent like $200 on this in 2011, and they're still doing pretty good. Oh my god, I'm totally going to use my glitter in this. This video is going to be super long. What else you got to do, right? I got this really cute cup from my friend Meryl from her wedding. She had these as centerpieces. They're super pretty. The light that's reflecting underneath, it's so cool. So that's what I've been using right now for my water. We're using paper towels since, you know, we're in a crisis right now. I'm just going to put these over to the side so I don't knock them down. And I am literally just going to wing this. I have no sketches done out. I've got a little practice spot on the side for my colors. Go and get my favorite brush. Okay. I was lying, I don't have a favorite brush. They're on my favorite. All you gotta do is get your brush wet. Or it's a good brand, Master Touch. So shiny. So I'm baptizing it. I think I'm gonna do a really light yellow undertone first. So I'm getting the whole paper wet. Again, this is a sketchbook for watercolor paper. You don't have to have paint right now to do this. For my painting class, you can just sketch it with crayons for all I care. This is a really nice color. It's like a Winsor Newton brand. So just testing it on the side. I like that. I'm going to mostly focus it in the middle where I see the yellows. I'm just going to let it blend in. Impressionism art was done outside, called plein air. Bright colors outside. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Oh, I gotta blend this downwards too. Nice thing about getting your paper wet first is it will all just smear really smooth. You don't see any strokes really. I want it to be more vibrant though. In some areas where like the trees are, this is going to be here. This is probably where the horizon line is, so I'm just going to put that in, even though I'll go over it later. I wonder how fast I can paint this. It's 2:07 right now. I think I can finish this in 10 minutes. I totally can. I believe in me. Okay, I'm going to let that area dry. Then I'm going to work on the greens. Then I'll do some layering. Because the greens and the yellows will blend in really well together, but nothing else will. I was about to use purple, but purple and yellow make brown, so what's the point of that? It'll just be terrible. So I'm doing a little tree here in the distance. It was really faded, so I don't want it to be very bright. I just realized I gotta focus a lot harder. This is harder than it looks once I look at the painting. And that's why he was a master of art, and I'm just an art teacher. Put some yellows on that, make it brighter. It's almost too bright. He was using oil paint with this, but I don't have the proper ventilation, so your girl can't do oil paint here. It's too much of a mess anyways. Too much of a freaking mess. I like how blurry the painting looks. Marking in on this area right here. Looks like Mickey Mouse ears here. Like two pom-poms sticking out. Just gonna have purple added to it later. This is super easy to get lost in. Jeez. There's a lot going on. A lot more than I realized. I bit off more than I can chew. I was like, oh, I don't want to paint this little bridge. That was going to take too long. There's that water lily with bridge things. That's gorgeous. Wish I had that garden. With koi ponds and lovely water lilies and all these exotic plants. I'm happy with just my regular lilies and my bunnies in my yard. I don't need a bridge. Okay. And then this whole mess here on the side is like green and blue, so I'm not gonna mess with that just yet. So that'll be fun. Spreading this out. This looks like a giant green blob right now. It's gotta be lighter down here because of the way the water is. You want this stuff to be more detailed and this stuff to be super blurry. So I'm just gonna pull it down. I don't think I have enough room for everything. It doesn't matter. I'm just here to have fun. In my painting class, I told them to just try their best to recreate one of the paintings from the Met, the Metropolitan Art Museum in New York. I guess maybe I'll post the link in my YouTube video. This is my favorite thing to do right here. Let the water bleed. And the link for the Met has all the paintings that you can do. And there's also Google Arts and Culture where you can do street views. So I don't know how bored you are yet, those of you at home. But it is fun to go on little art museum tours. I'm gonna test this color up on the side. Oof, that's like too green. Maybe I'll make my own green. I like that better. Yeah, let's see how the blue look like. That was not as vibrant. Here comes the heavy colors. It's just so much fun to do. Why not? Look at those colors blend. There's like a negative space up here I'm leaving room for. That has some light showing through it so it doesn't look just like a big green and blue blob. I'm going to use some of this blue now while it's wet. Yeah, I like how that green is. It's so intimidating. I don't want to like mess up in front of y'all. It's not supposed to look like a picture. I'm not trying to recreate it to be perfect. Just like a blob here. There we go. I don't know if it looks like trees to you yet. Maybe I should slow down. Shaking the devil out of my brush in my little cup on the side. Make me laugh like Bob. What a weirdo. I'll put people in there. Those look really intense. I guess I'm just using the primary colors today then. Oh, I use green. Okay. I want this to be nice and warm. Show depth of a tree in the background. There's another little one next to it. Okay, that's not looking too bad. This is mostly blue here in the picture. Then there's like a funky tree. Yeah, you got it. Didn't it look kind of pinkish at the bottom? Yeah. I'm going to lighten it up a little. Okay, I'll do a side-by-side comparison for you now of how far I am. Oh, it's much more muted than mine. It's not bad. It needs to be more purple, less red. I'm working in the water now. Yes, I guess so. Guess I'm going in the water. This is not normally my style. Feels good to get out of my comfort zone. Oh yeah, this area is like all purple and blue. Why not? Just gonna go for it. I'm not afraid. I mean, maybe. I can see I'm overworking the paper a little bit. Looks a little, there's a huge dip in it. I can see that the paper's like caving in like that. So I need to let it dry. I need to stop being so aggressive. You know me, super aggressive. I'll work at the top part instead. Let that part dry. The more randomized the brushes are, hopefully the better it'll look. There's a lot of white spaces in this part that I'm looking at in the picture. So I'm trying to keep it light. It's darker here. This is the reflection. Hopefully I can make it look like a reflection. IDK. I have some blue left on my brush, so I'm gonna get it wet. A little blue up there. Oh, that was risky. I'm gonna put water in over the yellow so it doesn't look like I got a stupid blue line. Ooh, that's gonna bleed out, of course. That's what I do. That is what I do, kind of like it now. Watercolor totally will just bleed on you. You have no control over it sometimes. You just gotta be patient. And I'm not very patient today. Adding some depth here to where the land meets the water. Got too much water on my brush, so it's very muted. Super watery. This is a good practice for just letting things go, mixing colors, trying to look at it, and I guess be chill. It's hard to recreate someone else's work. But that's what I asked you to do, so I'm gonna do it too. 2:22. I started at 2:07. That's not that good. There's like purples around this tree that's reflecting in the water. There's a tree there I forgot about. There's got to be more opaque up here. Making that part lighter because it's in the water. There's some green in here because there's a tree, I guess. Looks like a blob to me. And on this side of the painting, I can't tell where his horizon line is and ends. Oh God, it looks so much better. That's okay. That's okay. But no new emails. Oh, except for LinkedIn. Does it ran out of disk space? Did it stop recording? No, it didn't. Okay. I gotta clear up all my photos. Stupid MacBooks. Okay. I'm gonna call it a day before I let it completely be. Well, I'm gonna finish that now. Once it's dry, I'll add in some little highlights to it to make it look like water. But right now, it's just gotta dry. So I'll put a side by side with this. You can see Van Gogh's Monet's versus mine. Master and not a master. I gotta make it more blue. Mine's super green and brown. I'm having fun. Okay, like and subscribe if you want. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos of me painting and drawing. I've been working on this lady, Persephone from Hadestown.